Hello, hello, guys. Welcome to Live with Jacqueline Valdez. I'm so excited for our next guest. Thank you, everyone, for popping in. I know we're just so anxious, so excited. So it is such an honor to have such a beautiful icon here. She is an iconic diva, formerly of En Vogue and Lucy Pearl. She is just as beautiful on the inside as she is on the outside. I would love to welcome Dawn Robinson.
Oh, thank you for that introduction. Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
of
Thank you
course,
so
of
much.
course. Yes, I swear, you never age. You look more
Wow.
beautiful each
Thank
day, and you
you.
are just radiating so much light.
Thank you so much. I hope so. That's who I am. So I want that to come across, and I'm grateful that you see that. So
Yes,
so cool.
yes, yes.
And,
I'm
and
so
if you
excited.
see that, that means that you have the same energy. You
Oh,
emanate the same thing. So yeah.
oh,
Yay.
I love it. I love it. Good energy today.
Exactly. Very good energy.
Yes. So, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Jacqueline. I really am. I'm so excited to be here. I'm grateful that you have a platform that you're allowing me to use. So, yeah,
Yes,
I'm excited.
yes.
Life is good. It's
Yes,
really
yes,
good.
yes. I'm so excited, so honored to have you here. You are
Thank
just
you.
such an inspiration.
Thank
Denise says,
you.
hi, Diva. Robert says, hello. We have
Hey,
so many people
Bonice.
popping
Hi, Robert.
in. I love it. There's so much love for you. Hello, Diva. Hearts, hearts, hearts.
Exactly. They support all the time. They're always there. Yeah,
Oh,
there's a few.
oh. And Upscale says, hello. She loves you so much. She's a huge fan. Loves you. Oh.
Yay. Hi, Upscale.
I love it. So yeah, you have so much beautiful energy. You're just so
Thank you.
positive, and
Thank
you've
you.
been in the industry for a while, and you've still stayed true to yourself, which I
Thank
love.
you so much. Exactly. We all change because that's what life is. You change and you grow over the years. But I hope that my core self,
Yeah.
the kindness and the love and that part of me never change. And I'm really shocked because I have been through a lot. My best friend always tells me, like, she says, if I had to go through what you went through in a public way, because what happens to us is on the outside. Everybody sees our lives. If you get kicked out of a group, if you get thrown away from someplace because we're celebrities, everything is in front of the whole world. You break up with someone or they break up with you, they
Yeah.
cheat on you. It's like all of that is seen by the public. So I don't have a lot of privacy. Everybody knows what happens. And she said, if I had to go through that, I would be like in a shell. I really wouldn't come out. I wouldn't talk to people. I'm like, well, you have to do that because our job is in the public. We
Yeah.
are in the public eye, so you can't hide away from the world. You have to, I think, by example. I would hope that my life inspires others. Like if she got through that, I can do the same thing. So
Yes.
that's why I don't mind. I'm an open book when it comes to all of the tragedies and all the travesties, I should say, that I went through.
And I think that's why so
Yeah.
many people love you so much and are drawn to you because you
Thank
are
you.
so vulnerable. You're so
Yay.
real. You're very
Yes.
authentic. You are really embracing your talent and your passion, but
Exactly.
realizing that you have fans and that you've got, not as much of a personal life as normal people would, I would say.
Absolutely. Yes, exactly. And
Yeah.
again, if I can make it through when the public looking at everything that I've gone through and be so public with all of it and there's no what do you call it discrepancy with
Right.
us. You know what I mean? Everything that happens is like I said in front of everyone. So if I can get through that,
Yeah.
anybody can. And that's why I tell it. I don't mind that at all. Being
And
vulnerable.
it's so important because, there are so many people out there, especially during this period of time, that
Mhm.
feel really alone and
Yes.
know that they're not alone, that there's, someone out there experiencing struggles and
Same
hardships
thing.
and
Yeah.
made it through.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why it's not just for that reason. I want them to be educated about what happened to us, but I also want them to know, okay, I lived through it. I'm still here to tell the story. Thank God. And it made me stronger in a sense. It also made at one point I was really bitter and angry.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? Holding on to that anger and bitterness is just literally making my arteries harder.
Yeah.
It hardens your heart. It makes you um less trusting. And I was
Yes.
like, I can't go through the world like that. I have to trust people. I've
Yeah.
got other stuff going on and other people will come into my life that want to work with me, so I can't be so angry and so bitter that I don't I had to soften my heart a lot,
Yeah.
a whole lot, and
Yeah.
forgive what happened, forgive the girls, forgive and Vogue, forgive all the people that made that happen, forgive Lucy Pearl, Raphael, and all this stuff that I went through. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But I had to forgive that in order to grow, in order to be free of it, because it holds on to you when you're angry, bitter, and cursing everybody out all the time. And I was like, Dawn, that is not, you're not winning. You're
Yeah.
not winning with that. So I had to let it go.
And I feel like when you do let stuff go like that, you only, you release that negative energy, and you're almost like dimming your own lights when you're holding on
Exactly.
to that negative, toxic energy, and it's
Very much.
really hurting yourself.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It does exactly that. You're
Yeah.
dimming your own light.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't dim your light.
Exactly. Do not dim your light. You got to stay bright. You got to shine.
Yes.
So I think that's also why I know I've done, like I told you a little while ago before we started, I said 87 interviews. It's a lot. And I've been booking them myself. It taught me that I didn't need the agencies or a PR person or a what do you call it? A PR firm or publicist or anybody like that, or even a manager. I'm doing this by myself. So, and it is reconnecting me to fans in a way that I did not expect at all. Like, it's beautiful. And I'm just like so thankful to God for everything that's happening. Is like, what the heck is this? So I think it's all my forgiveness. It's all my letting go of stuff. And so now all the doors are opening.
I love that.
So clear.
It's so beautiful to see, and you are just radiating, and you just have so much happiness now.
Thank you.
You've manifested this. This stuff is just opening up.
That is absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you manifest whatever you want. So if you think you're going to be, if you're angry and you're bitter and you're holding on to that stuff, you're going to manifest more of that.
Yeah.
It's so hard because we learned as growing up, we learned the language of thinking that stuff just happens, that we don't create our own lives, that we didn't know anything about law of attraction before The Secret came out. I didn't know that stuff. This conversation wasn't happening before. I didn't know the language of law of attraction. Had no clue. It was no, you know what I mean? I hadn't heard that before. So I want to say Rhonda Burns, who created that movie, The Secret, she's the one that really kind of opened the door, because people, you hear it in the Bible, but you hear it in a different way. And it has to do a lot with God. So it was about religion and all of the blame and the shame that comes with it. Fire and brimstone, going to church and all that stuff. And with her, it was like, no, God gave you a mind to think with and to create your own. And you see it first in your mind before you actually manifest it in the world.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's it. Okay, good. I get it. And that is what I am. You just said it a little while ago. I am manifesting blessings in it's all coming through. And I see it so clearly.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. And I love how it drew us together. I feel like this year has been, and the end of last year has been a switch for myself too. So I can kind of relate as far as trust and being burned by people and having to let go of some anger and even forgiving myself too.
Wow.
So
exactly.
Yes.
Because self-forgiveness, I was embarrassed. I was frustrated. I just felt like an amateur. I felt left behind, abandoned by the other girls, all of that stuff. And so it was all that energy. And it was all, my mother said a long time, when it first happened, a long time ago, when in 97, when I was kicked out of the group, she said, Dawn, it is like it's like a divorce.
Yeah.
And so you go through the ups and downs of, first of all, anger and how could they, and then why did they, and oh my God, I miss them, and I'm sad because I thought they were family, and you see you're crying, and you're going through all these different emotions.
Yeah.
And then I got back to, okay, I'm feisty, I'm that bitch. I am her. I am, got to remember yourself outside of the group. Maxine said last year we were trying to work together, and she said it was like we were in the Vogue bubble. And because you base your, I was going to say formative years, but it's really about our success years.
Right.
Were based on this group. I became Dawn Robinson that the world knows. I was just Dawn Robinson before that, but now the world knows my name. And I became that through Vogue. Wow. So that success is tied into my my psyche in a sense. It's almost like my identity.
Yeah.
And Maxine was like, we were really in a bubble. You can't see yourself outside of the group, and it's a very scary place to be if you're not sound within yourself.
I can imagine.
Yeah, and I had to find myself again. Like, Okay, Dawn, you were solo before you met the girls, even though the world did not know who the heck I was from Adam or Eve. They had no clue of who I was before, but now I still have a fan base. I still have my voice. I still have my talent. I still have my brain, thank God. And as long as I'm able to move and breathe and grow and move and do shows, I can still do it. I still have a voice. I can still sing. It's my success is not contingent upon the group.
Yes.
It's me on my own. And I had to figure that out. I had to find that though. So it took growth. It took years for me to get to this point because I was so angry. If you would have brought up In Vogue, it would have fucked them. I don't want to talk about them. No, talk about me. Please, if you're going to talk about them, then we can't work together. It was that.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, yeah, it was that. And we did that. But right now I'm working on me.
Yeah.
And so I know how to talk about it now without anger. Woo, that was growth. It was a lot of growth.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a hard process. And like you said, it's like a divorce. It's like a death. It's like whole transformation, and letting a part of you go is very challenging. And you made it through though.
Thank you so much. It was a challenge by myself to do that. And I can see my growth. I'm so sorry. It takes me about a good half hour into the interview to set up the camera right.
You're fine.
Now I look like I'm glowing too much, but it's like the sunlight is right on my face.
It's so pretty. You're glowing. I love it.
But I'm looking at how your light is not as shiny on certain parts of your face. Mine is like, it's almost like you can't even see my features. Like the sun is all in my eyes. But so yeah, it's a lot of growth, and I see the woman that I became. I was not this. Even 6 years ago, you couldn't talk to me about In Vogue without anger.
Wow.
Now I can tell the stories about how funny Terry was, or how Maxine is the mother of the group, and she was like the hippie and very calm and low demeanor, and she didn't laugh a lot as much as me and Terry, and we got on her nerves like she was the big sister who couldn't stand us because we were too silly. Those kind of things I can talk about now without being angry, you know?
Right. Which is so good. So it's a good tip for people to know that whether it's relationships, whether it's musicians, artists, talent, just human beings, that, to release that negative energy, to release the anger, to move forward, let yourself shine and be independent, find your own identity, and you'll get through it.
But yeah, we all go through stuff.
Yeah.
We all go through trials. We all go through turmoil. We all go through fears of not wanting to leave a situation because you don't think you can make it on your own. And that paycheck keeps me attached to a job, 9 to 5 in most people's cases. In my case, it was attached to a group.
Yeah.
And it was like, no, this group is not making money. This group is only making 2 cents a record. So as big as we are globally, there's something wrong here. And the other girls didn't see that with me. So I had to kind of figure it out on my own. And that was the growth. That was it. That was me finding out again, get back to who you were before the group.
Yeah.
The group is not who you are. It's just a part of what I've done in my life. And I'm grateful for that. Oh my gosh. You and I wouldn't be talking, probably most likely wouldn't be talking had it not been for In Vogue. But at the same time, In Vogue is not my only trump card. You know what I mean? I have more to do in my life.
Yes, and you have been so busy lately. So Upscale said she is so proud of you. Black girl magic, believing in yourself. Tanya said, yes, I agree. Sydney said, yes, 100%.
Hi, Sydney.
Robert said,
hi,
Tanya.
Thank you, guys.
Peony said, hearts.
Bonice, she's such a sweetie. Yeah, they all are. Good.
So as far as you're doing so much with booking all these interviews and stuff, and you also have some projects coming on, what's happening? Tell me.
Oh my gosh, a lot. I'm so grateful. It's like, again, these interviews are bringing people out that I wasn't expecting. So I'm getting movie offers. I mean, yes, I'm doing my book, but it's like the book is like the smallest part of it now. At first, the book was the only thing I was talking about.
Right.
Now it's like I'm getting ready to do a lipstick line with a partner. All of these things. It's just amazing how it's all taking form and all taking shape. When you open your heart, you let go of the bitterness. This is what's transforming from that. This is what transformed from that. So yeah, I'm growing in ways that I didn't expect, and it's like amazing. It's almost like I am a brand new artist.
Yeah.
I feel it's like that. I feel that way. And it's amazing, amazing, Jacqueline. Yeah.
It's so funny that you say that, because when I see you and I see all of the stuff that you've been posting lately, you are a rebirth. It is
Exactly.
amazing. It's your energy
Yes.
is different. You feel just so very light. You feel younger. You feel just,
Exactly.
just shining. Yes.
Yeah.
Lamar says we love you. Aaliyah says yes.
Hi, Lamar. Hi,
Thank you
Leah.
guys for tuning in. Appreciate it.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah,
So
that's
much
sweet.
love and so much support.
That's what I mean. It's like, and Vogue always had the love and all that stuff. I think because of social media, I'm actually seeing it where I couldn't do that before when I was in Vogue, because we had I was talking to someone the other day. We had a fan club,
Um,
but it was like people were handwriting letters. So now the fans can hit me directly and tell me exactly what they feel, and that's good and bad. Some of
yeah.
the fans are pissed off, some of them are hating on me, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
Oh,
thank you so much for coming in and spending all your time to hate on me today. Like, you literally took time out of your day to do this, and I wish you the best, even though you're sending me hate and all this, and I know that it's people on the inside, and they're upset because I'm telling the truth about what's going on or what happened in the past.
yeah.
But it is what it is. I'm going to tell my truth no matter what.
Yes, exactly. Telling your truth. So
That's
your
right.
lipstick line, let's go back to that. Tell us about your lipstick line, how long it took to develop, what exciting
I'm
things.
just starting, Jacqueline. It's not even, I'm just starting. So it's a process, of course, like anything, but it's something that I have never done before. So I'm looking at the people that are helping guide me through this.
Nice.
To give me the information that I needed to make it happen and come to fruition. But what I love, this is how I even got inspired.
Uh-huh.
There are fans with their own lipstick lines. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And they were like, Dawn, if I can do it and I don't have a name, you can definitely do it because you have a name.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So I'm learning from them what is possible. I'm so serious. The fans are the ones that are inspiring me to do stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, my lipstick line, I can do that. That's not hard.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of good people in my corner right now, and they're really helping me develop some stuff. So, but
Wow.
yeah, the name is probably going to be something with Diva in it, because I use that name, tie it through everything. That's Funky Divas in '92. So I was like, everybody and their mama literally is called Diva.
Yeah.
VH1 divas, R&B divas. Beyonce had a song called I'm a Diva. I'm a Diva. I'm like, it's not going away.
Yes.
So I might as well use the name Diva and in some form. And Diva by Dawn is the name of my company. Stiletto Entertainment is my entertainment side, but as far as products and all that stuff,
Right.
So if I put out, a clothing line, it'll be Diva by Dawn. So most likely the lipstick will be Diva by Dawn.
I love it so much.
Yay.
You totally are a diva in all the beautiful ways. You're very empowering. You're very strong. You're independent. You're sassy and sexy, but also very warm and giving.
So are you. It takes a diva to know a diva. So thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. I figure it's like we came up with Funky Divas in '92, Jacqueline.
Wow.
Yes, and they won't let the word go. It's like everything is diva now. Even RuPaul, because I used to tell the girls anytime we would do like Arsenio Hall or any television performances, fans would write in. Like I said, they were writing letters, fan letters, and they would write in and say, what color lipstick did Maxine have on when you guys wore those burgundy suits? Or what color lipstick was Terry wearing when you guys did Arsenio and you had on those white dresses? And I'm like, we need to create our, and we would always say it was Mac. So Diva Mac, or Verushka was like a purple, almost like your shirt, the color of your shirt today. That's pretty.
Thank you.
And yeah, you're welcome. So it was like a deep, one of them was an eggplant color, like really deep purple, and then one was like yours. And we would tell them, and I'm like, you guys, we need to talk to Mac, because we're plugging Mac, but we're not getting paid from that.
Yeah.
And we need to create lips. And sure enough, here comes RuPaul. I think did it first. He did a Diva lipstick with Mac called RuPaul, and that was the name of the line, was Diva.
Wow.
And then Elton John did one for Mac called Diva as well. Diva Elton.
Wow.
Yes, and Lady Gaga. So it was Diva, Lady Gaga by Mac, or Diva Gaga by Mac, or something like that. It was this whole little section. They would give the money to proceeds for something, and yeah, and I was like, come on, you guys, we should do that with Mac. If we're plugging them, we might as well have our own. So Diva Dawn, Diva Cindy, Diva by
That makes
Mac.
sense. Yes. Like Lamar said, you have made such a powerful, positive impact on the world. You're such an icon.
Yay,
So of course you want to do Diva by
exactly.
Dawn.
Thank you. Exactly. Come
I
on.
love
We should have all had that. But so now I'm just like, okay, can't beat them, join them. I might as well just go ahead and start my own lipstick line. So
Yay.
yeah.
I
But
can't wait to see.
again, I have to give the fans, I know I talked about Mac and all the stuff that we just did, that we did back in the day with being on Arsenio, but it's really the fans that are showing me it can be done. Like, what the heck am I waiting for? You know?
Yeah, I love it. And I love, there's so much support. And the thing with like quarantine and with everything going on with the world right now is social media. We can connect with people. We can connect with fans more. We can connect with each other, have these incredible conversations.
Yeah.
So there is some positivity from that.
There's a lot of it. Well, so while you're on that subject, you have a podcast. This is your podcast?
I have a podcast also, yes.
You have an also, so this is just an interview?
So
I don't know the difference.
So this is the talk show. This will go live to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and then it stays on YouTube. And then a week later, it will go to 8 different podcasts. So anyone can tune in and listen to all of the conversations that I have through Apple.
Through your podcast.
Through the podcast. Got it. Yeah.
So a few of the interviewers that I've talked to said, Dawn, you know what? You need to start your own podcast because you're really good to talk to. You're easygoing. Yeah. People like your energy. And I was like, oh, okay. And at first I was like, oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I've talked about that to a few people over the years. A couple of managers that I had like 2 years ago were going to go to iHeartRadio and get me a podcast. But okay. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. Right. And now I've heard that from like 4 or 5 different people.
Wow.
I can't ignore it anymore. It's like, okay, I have to do a freaking podcast.
Yes.
So yeah, I've been developing it and trying to figure out what it is that I want to talk about, what my subject matter is, because I just go back to what I've said throughout all these 87, like I said, interviews. And it's really kind of tying in the same thing. Be your own person. We don't have a long time on this planet. Yeah. We're only here for 100 years if we get that lucky. Yeah. My grandmother died at 99, like 2 months before her 100th birthday. Like, I almost made it. Let me go back and finish. I got 2 more months. I wasn't done. She almost made it. So I figure I'll live at least that long. And in that time, though, it's like you haven't figured out who you are until, I would say, in my 40s, I started to really recognize my power. Yes. I recognized it before then, but I wasn't working towards anything. I've always known I've been, a different type of person. I've always been feisty. I've always stood up for myself. Yeah. Even if I was scared, I would sometimes back down, but then finally I would get too fed up and I would speak up for myself. Yeah. So I've been doing that for a long time, but it wasn't until my 40s that I was like, okay. My best friend and I turned the same age at the same time. And we were always like, I said, Jackie, okay, now we're at 40. We're not going to let our 40s go without creating the lives that we deserve. Desire. I love that. 49 came and I was like, okay, now we're getting ready to be 50. So that's the halfway point to 100. Now on this other side of our lives, because it's like 0 to 50 is the first half of your life. And then once you get to 50, then you got the other half. And I'm like, okay, now we have to really do this shit. I am not playing with it. I am not taking anybody's BS. I'm not allowing other people to come in and dictate my life anymore. Yes. And I did that a few times, so I'm still learning, but I'm like, okay, now I'm doing it all on my own. And I think that's sometimes where God kind of takes you. It's like, you didn't need anybody to do this with. This was you by yourself. We come into the world, even though we come through our mothers, we have to make it through life on our own. Yes. Your mom can only do so much to help you with stuff, and you got to figure it out for yourself. She can't do that for you. Your dad can't do it either. And when we leave here, our parents and nobody's going to be with us. When you die, you go on your own. So it's like now I'm a grown woman. It's almost like I had a rebirth. I know we called our first album Born to Sing, but I'm really like reborn again
Oh,
at this point
I
because
love.
it's amazing. It really is something. I can't even believe it. So yeah, I'm just looking at myself like, wow, you're growing up, little
Oh.
girl. Yeah, it's like
I love
that.
it
It
so
really is
much.
funny.
Yeah. And I can relate with you because I just turned 48 and
Yay! Good
I
for you.
feel
You don't
like,
look it. And I
thank
swear,
you.
I thought I was like, oh, she's probably in her 20s or something. So yay!
The Hispanic in me.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah. And I feel like this last year, 47, 48, I'm like really finding my identity. I'm realizing,
Good.
okay, my
Yeah.
passion, my purposes in life, what I'm meant to do. And things kind of are starting to unfold and manifest. And I'm
Exactly.
attracting amazing, incredible people and things
There
happening.
you go. That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because I was attracting the wrong people too.
Yeah.
And I was bitter. Like a part of me was saying, wow, they pushed me out of the group. I wasn't ready to leave,
Yeah.
but I had a name. And at that time, we were on the biggest hit of our career, Don't
Yeah.
Let Go, when they kicked me out of the group. So at
Wow.
that point, I needed the right team, but I didn't have that. I listened to the wrong people. My ex-boyfriend,
Mm.
he had no clue about what the hell to do, what he was. Nobody did. I
Wow.
didn't have the right team like Beyonce. And so I was bitter, like, oh, Beyonce's been so successful. And she's
Right.
been able to do this and do that and all. But my time was my time. It wasn't Beyonce's timing.
Yeah.
She had literally the right people building her up while she was still in her group. I
Yeah.
didn't have that. And I was angry for a while at myself thinking,
Mm.
your time has come and gone. They're not going to sign you at this age. When I was 47 and all the years started going, and I was like, you know what? Now I'm saying that wasn't my time.
Yeah.
I wasn't even supposed to be successful until now on my own as a solo artist, as you say, until now.
Wow.
Now I'm ready. It doesn't
Yes.
matter what age. Age is nothing. Prince would always say that. Like, age is just a number. Like, the planet is billions of years old.
Yes.
Society tends to put a timeline on everything.
Yeah.
Society tells you that you should by this age do that, and this age you should have a husband and kids and a family and a house and a business. And there is no time. My timeline is mine. Yours is yours.
Yes.
Beyonce's is hers. And so she did her thing when she was supposed to. And my God, how big she got. Like, she's huge. She's Beyonce.
Yeah.
But I'm also Dawn. You're also Jacqueline. So whatever we do is in our time. As long as you keep moving forward, you'll get there.
Yes, I love
what I
that.
learned.
That is such inspiring words of advice. Is
Thank
to
you.
not get so focused on a certain specific
Thank
thing.
you. Yes.
Close
Yeah.
yourself off from certain things happening when you're so, I have to be married by this age, I have to have this career, I have to have
All
this
these timelines and all this stuff
Yeah.
that you think in your head. That's
Yeah.
society telling you stuff. Sometimes it's even
Yes.
family, which is part of society telling you, oh, so you don't have any kids?
Yeah.
I'm 28 or I'm 31. I remember when a woman asked me that, I'm like, no.
No.
So there's all these things that society puts on you that it's like people go to college, and if you don't go to college, college is not for everybody.
Yeah.
There's a lot of very successful people that never saw a day of college.
Yeah. That's so true. You have to follow your truth and follow your own passion and desire.
That's right. Your own path. I mean, my path is not. Who did I tell that to? I literally just put it in an email because it was somebody on LinkedIn saying, Beyonce yesterday, I promise you on everything.
Wow.
Beyonce did some movies, and it may not have been the best movies in the world, but she got her foot in the door. And I was like, but that's Beyonce's path.
Right.
And actually, those were big movies. It was some big directors for her movies. So Tyler Perry, I think she did the first movie that she did was Tyler Perry.
Okay.
And then it was yeah, baby. What is his name again?
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers. She did one of those golden. Yeah. And she played Goldie or something like that. Honey, let me. She had an afro and all that stuff.
Right.
Exactly. So I was like, her movies were actually big. She didn't do small movies at all. But again, her path is her own. I don't walk her path, and she shouldn't walk mine.
Right.
She had to do her thing and kicked ass all the way. She's still doing it. So my path is now. My time is now. And It's all good. I'll see her at the top. You know, we're both there together. Yeah.
I love it. I can't wait to keep following your journey.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Yes, thank you. We'll keep in touch with that.
Yes,
I want to see yours too.
For sure. Thank you, love.
Hold each other accountable. Heck yeah. That's
Yes,
what's needed today. Yeah.
Definitely.
Support.
Positive, inspiring, encouraging, strong, powerful.
That's right.
Uplifting people, supporting one another. It's how it should be.
It really
Robert
should.
said, Mike Myers. Jola says, Dawn, you're so inspiring. Thank you, Phineas.
Hi,
She's heading out on the road.
Let me tell you, Jacqueline. Joella, you said Joella?
Right?
Joella lives in Denmark, if I remember, Holland.
Aww.
She'll correct me in a minute, but she's overseas. So I don't even know. Right now, for her, it is, what time is it? For us, it's
I love it.
1:45 in the afternoon by now, you and I?
Yeah, it's 4:40 for me.
For you, so 1:40 for me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, so it's just 9 p.m., 9:10 p.m. for her.
Oh, thank you for tuning in.
Yes, exactly. Hi, Joella.
I love it. Thank you guys for the compliments saying I look 27. Thank you, Sydney.
I told you.
You did.
You didn't listen. I told you. Yes.
I love it. So I'm so excited for your journey and your path and how you've really just, outgrown things and you've really just had this rebirth and you've got your lipstick line coming out. You have some songs coming out.
I do. Yes. So the whole recording process, I'm listening to tracks now, and I was cracking up at myself the other day. I was in my car, and that's the best place for me to write is in my car because I'm at my parents' house and their phones ring, or I have to feed the dogs or help them with something, or like the other day, my stepdad wanted to First, we were only going to take down a few things because right now the summer's getting ready to start happening. So I wanted to put my winter clothes, start putting some of that up, and I only wanted him to take out one bin, and it turned into the whole garage being reconformed. We had to do and I don't like him doing that on his own because he's got to take a lot of stuff down that my mom has up there, and then I'm like, no. So we ended up doing, and I'm glad to be here with them. Don't get me wrong, but I need my own space. So I go in the car to write, and it's quiet. There's no phones ringing, no dogs barking. And I have a track from someone that sent me one. And I was like, oh my God, I love this. And I just started coming up with ideas and they were flowing. And I was like, oh my God, I got it. Because usually I'm used to being on my phone and typing stuff, texting. And I didn't have a pen and I had to dig because I like to see my lyrics in front of me as opposed to in my phone. It's too small. Right. Or even on my laptop, I don't know. There's something about writing lyrics down. You can cross stuff out and add another word there. And so I was just going at it. I was like, oh my God, I haven't written songs in a while. I have not been creative in that way.
That's amazing.
Jacqueline, is it Jacqueline or Jackie?
Jacqueline.
It was flowing. It was just coming out of me like, oh my God, oh, I love this. I love this. It inspired me again with music. I can't tell you what I'm going through right now. It is a beautiful time. It really is beautiful.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much. I was in tears myself, but it's amazing. Thank you.
It's like you're a vessel, and it's just really just organically happening, and so much beautiful energy is just coming from it. Yeah,
but again, letting go of the anger and the past stuff.
Yes.
Open the door for other stuff. Like, right, that's all I can explain. That's how I
let it go.
Yeah, let it go. Let it go. I can talk about it because you want to know my story. Yeah. Somebody said yesterday, she's still talking. I'm sorry, not yesterday, Dawn. But they've said it several times. Why are you still talking about the past? Well, first of all, there's a lot of people that don't know what happened and they want to hear the story. If you don't like it, don't follow me. You don't have to listen. Yeah. So, oh my God. And it's my story to tell. Maxine is doing her book. She's going to talk about the past.
Right. And it's part of you. It's a part of what made you who you are.
My history, yes.
Yeah, it's your history.
Exactly.
You don't have to apologize for any parts of it.
Thank you. Absolutely not. That's right.
Yes.
Hello. Wait, I have to show you my t-shirt.
Yes.
It says what is it? Be good. Be good to yourself. Inspire others.
Oh, I love it.
Isn't that cute? And it's I don't know if you can see, but it's all these sparkles, like it's a sequence. Yeah, so it's raised and it's
cute. And I love it's cut off.
I cut it off this morning.
It's cute.
Wait a minute. I cut it too low. So
so you did the little safety pins.
Yes, I had to do safety pins because I cut it too low. But
That's cute.
I got it at what is that store? Oh my gosh, it's in the mall, big store in the mall. Anyway, I'll think of it and I'll be like, oh, Jacqueline, that's
Right.
it. Yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, they were on sale for like $6.99. I'm like, I have to have this t-shirt.
It's so cute. Yeah.
I cut it off this morning though, and I cut it too big, so I'm kind of swimming in it. But yeah,
It looks good. No, it looks so stylish.
Right.
You still manage to stay so stylish and so in shape and so confident.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you so much. I'm not doing what I need to do. And you tell yourself, I got to start exercising again. I got to do this. And I absolutely must.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do that with the fans and have them like hold me accountable, because if you try to do it on your own, you kind of get bewildered after a while, and you start for the first 3 days, everything is great and you're excited, and after a while you're like, okay, it's been a week, I haven't exercised. It becomes that. So I'll do that with them, and they'll
you have to make it a part of your lifestyle.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. 2021 is Diva's year, Fanice says.
Yay. Hi, Fanice. Yes,
I love it. Yes, I'm actually getting ready to do a Pilates challenge next week. I'm going to be posting videos, 5 to 8 minute workouts. So
really? Oh my God.
You.
Wait,
yes.
So Pilates, how do you do that without an apparatus?
So I do
without the machine.
Right. I do the reformer on the machine, and then I also do on the floor. So we can do like hand weights. We could do TheraBands. I do I do, the bar. Yeah. So lots of little apparatuses that we can use.
Do you do that with music?
I do with music. I do like a 5 to 8 minute workout. We'll do like abs, and then we'll do like legs, arms. I even do pole dancing. So I even teach online pole classes.
How? Without a pole?
Without a pole would be hard. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have a pole. Okay.
Yeah,
we don't have that here, but I love that. Someone else was telling me the other day that they actually put a pole in their garage. Oh, Tika. Her name is Tika. She's got she may be on here today. Liquid Burns is the name of her company. Her and I are gonna. That's who I'm talking about with the lipstick line.
Oh, okay.
And she was saying that she put a pole in her house, and I think it was like $300 or $400 to have it installed.
Yep.
I was like, but she said it was the best exercise, the best investment because of the exercise. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, everybody thinks, oh my God, pole dancing. Oh, no, it's not that. It could be that if you're a stripper, but if you're just doing it at home, you're doing it for the exercise. And
it's so fun.
I go online and I look at the pole dancers because they teach, all of that stuff, how to hold your body up, and just turning around on the pole just to do a spin is hard.
Yeah. It's challenging.
It's very challenging. So, wow, good for you.
Yeah. So we'll have to keep each other accountable. Was there anyone else that you wanted to do a shout out to?
Who is Joanne on there today? I'm not even sure if they're on here today.
I don't know.
Oh, you're talking about
anyone that's anyone you want to shout out, your team, your family, anyone.
I want to shout out my fans because they're always supportive. They have to be patient, have the patience of Job, because they've been on 87 interviews. They've been there for every single one as much as possible. And I really appreciate that. They're always also out there fighting battles for me, because there's a lot of haters, and I love it because I know it's like, you love your haters. Yeah. Haters are the motivating factor to let me know. When I was quiet and wasn't doing anything all last year, I was quiet. I was online. I was on social media, but I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't talking about anything really. And I was inspiring people every day, but I wasn't really talking about my own career.
Yeah.
Now it's like that I'm talking about what happened within Vogue in the past and what happened with Lucy Pearl. And I'm also talking about what I'm doing in the future. They're like, oh, yeah, she's old. She's not going to do this. She's not going to do that. So I love it because they're mean. They're very mean. But like I said,
you're like, just watch me.
Exactly. They're the motivating factor. Like, I'm just so grateful that they have that much hate for me, that they're actually willing to spend time watching my timeline and what videos I come out with, what interviews I do. And they take them back to the En Vogue Craze page.
Wow.
And they talk, and they only take back the parts that they want. They don't take back the whole thing, where I give like compliments to the girls and I have fun talking about. So I'm just like, wow, you guys have no life. but I'm doing a lot. So thank you so much for keeping my name going.
Yes.
I don't realize that too.
It keeps you relevant.
Keeps me relevant. Absolutely. There you go. I love it. So I want to shout out my fans that are there for me. They're always, always supportive.
Oh, Lamar said you're not old. You're fabulous. Robert said you're not old.
Thank you, guys.
30-minute workout. Yes, yoga. I love yoga. I do yoga too.
Exactly. So I love that you do. Your videos are only, would you say 7 to 10 minutes or?
Yeah, I'm going to be posting 7 to 10 minute videos, and it will be like an ab series one day, and then the next day will be like legs, and it'll just be something fun. You can do it with weights, without weights.
I love that, because a lot of times we're thinking we're too busy.
Yeah.
If you can't get down there and do 7 minutes, there's a woman called, I don't know her name, but she says she does it's called One and Done. And she does 7-minute workouts.
Nice.
I haven't even done that. I haven't even done. So like you're saying, it only takes 7 minutes. You dedicate your time to doing at least that.
Yes.
Before you know it, you're doing it every single day and you're starting to see results. You won't see that if you don't actually take out time to take at least 7 minutes of your day. Like,
yeah. Give yourself that self-love. Take that time to, meditate and to work on your body and your peace of mind.
Yeah. You take 7 minutes to talk on the phone and gossip. Yeah. You take 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours on the phone to gossip. True. You can take out 7 minutes to work out. True.
Yes. This is the year of taking care of ourselves, everyone.
Thank you. I think so too. I'll probably do that with you and I'll have my mom do it. Is it on YouTube?
It will be on Instagram.
On Instagram. Okay.
Yeah. I'll have it on my, the real Jacqueline Valdez.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah. So was there anything else that you wanted to tell the viewers?
Yes. Well, no, we talked about everything. My book, lipstick line, my podcast, the music that I'm creating. So I do want to shout out to a lot of the producers. If there's any producers out there, because I'm looking for a different sound. They always say, "Oh my God, I have a song that sounds like En Vogue and Vogue," and I'm like, okay, that was En Vogue's sound. That was Lucy Pearl's sound. Yeah. I'm not trying to sound like them. I'm not trying to sound like my past stuff. I need a sound that is indicative of who I am, something that is my own. Yeah. So I want to. You can't reinvent the wheel, but you can make it what you want. You can make it your own thing. Yes. So yeah, I want people to give me music that I always tell producers, if you have music that you think is weird, kind of out there, like, oh my God, nobody would like this, that's me. I love it. Send it to me. I want that stuff. I want different, I want to be, I thought it was very gutsy for us to come out with Free Your Mind. Yeah. It was really, actually, Jacqueline, it was gutsy for us to come out with Hold On, because it was like this acapella into the beat. It was just so different. And it was like, where the hell, who is this? Oh my God, I love it. So it was that for us. So I need different. Okay. Yes. Nothing that is like anybody else out there. And I'm looking for that. Yeah. And I also want to plug my cash. I'm sorry. Say it again.
Do your own sound, Robert said.
Exactly. Yes, Robert, he's right. And I want to plug my Cash App, because I keep forgetting. I've done a few interviews and I'm like, after it was over. So Cash App. Yes. Fans are out there. They keep asking me, where's your Cash App? We want to help you, or we want to send money. And I'm like, at first I didn't want them to at all. Yeah. And I for the first 60 or 70 interviews, I was like, no. And then finally I was like, you know what? Okay. Because I saw other artists doing it and I'm like, why not? So yeah. And I will have it posted after the interview goes live, and it goes onto the YouTube, and I'll have your information in there so you guys can find it there too. Thank you so much, sweetie. It's actually Stiletto Ent. ENT. So yeah, thank you so much. Perfect. It was a pleasure talking to you today. Yes, I know. What is it that you want to be remembered for? Whew. For standing up for myself, for being courageous, for having the courage, because I've realized over the years, it takes a lot to be, you have to have a warrior's mentality to walk by yourself, to leave a group. I was used to having 2 girls to my left and 1 girl to my right, or 2 girls to my right and 1 girl to my left. Yeah. Or in Lucy Pearl's case, Raphael was right there playing guitar on stage with me, and Ali is over there playing congas. And I was used to having a lot of people around me. Yeah. and so it takes a lot of courage to stand up and be yourself by yourself. Yeah. You get ridiculed, you get put down, ostracized, laughed at. All of that stuff happened. All of it is still happening. Yeah. And I'm just like, yeah. So now it's like, okay, you guys, thank you so much for, again, you're letting me know that I am relevant in some way, because you were not caring when I had nothing to say. If I was quiet, they were quiet. The minute I start coming out and saying I'm doing stuff, it's like, oh, we hate her. Oh, she's this, she's that. She's too old. So it lets me know that I'm on the right path. Yeah. So cool. And on the other hand, I thank them so much for letting me know that I'm getting to them. I'm getting under their skin. So yeah, it's all fun. It's all wonderful. I appreciate the attention, it's cool. Yeah. Really cool.
Oh, and you are such a huge inspiration. You are such a shining light, and you are so incredibly beautiful on the inside as the outside.
Thank you so much, so much.
You are, just really strength and really inspiring to people to just stay authentic, follow their own path.
Yeah. This is all we have. You cannot come back and get into another body and do it again.
Yes.
You can't, while you're still here, you can't rebirth yourself through your mother or some other mother and start again. Where you are right now is what you have. Yes. Use that to create what you need. That's it. So I want to be known. You asked me, I'm sorry, I got on this other, but yeah, I want to be known for standing up for myself no matter what, having the strength and the courage to do exactly that. And I hope that I'm inspiring other people. I've gotten some messages from people that said, I'm scared. I didn't want to leave my job. I'm like, well, don't leave your job. But they're like, I'm being abused there, verbally abused by my boss, or, mistreated in some way. I'm like, never, ever allow yourself to be abused by anybody. You stand up for yourself at all cost. And if I can inspire them in that way, and they're saying, you know what, I can, because there's always another job that's going to hire you and treat you like you want to be treated, deserve to be treated. So yeah, I want to be known for being courageous, for being feisty and having that fire to say, I'm nobody's stepping, what do you call it?
Stepping stone.
No, I don't mind being a stepping stone, but I don't want to be, stepped on.
Stepped on, yeah.
And you are doormat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be someone's doormat. Exactly. So that's what I say. Stand up for yourself at all costs. And now I want people to know that she stood up for herself at a time when it was scary to do so. Yeah. And then once I found my courage at 55 years old now, I'm finally saying, now I know who I am. Bam. Yes. I love that.
I love it. Yes.
Thank you, Jacqueline. You're such a sweetheart.
It has been such a pleasure and such an honor.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Let's do this again.
And I'm proud of you for all your platforms. You're doing the thing. That's what life is. You're showing people. You're proving it right now. You're proving to me. You got your own thing going. So bravo. Thank you. And have me back anytime, especially after my album comes out.
Yes, we will.
My book.
yes. It has been such a pleasure, such an honor. Thank you for illuminating the world with your presence.
Yes, thank you so much for the same. And thank you to the fans for hanging out today.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oceani, did I say that right? Thank you, guys.
Oh, Ocean. Ocean.
Sean. Oshani.
Yes, Oshani. Yeah, Oshani. Yeah. Thank you, Sean. He always comes on as well.
I love it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. It has been such a pleasure.
Thank you.
Lots of love.
Yeah. Talk soon.
Yes. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching Live with Jacqueline Valdez, illuminating the world one voice at a time. Thank you guys. Lots of love. Thank you for the hearts and kisses and following. Bye.